morning. Yeah. Next question's from Elizabeth. Good morning, Elizabeth. Hello, Dr. Ben. Thank you for keeping us informed in this very confusing time. So, Elizabeth lives in Springfield, Missouri, which has a huge public school district. Okay, fine. 26,000 students. Wow. Which, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, big towns, this is a thing that happens. Yeah. I imagine they're larger, but still, that's pretty large. Okay, and so she received an email survey asking that if the schools were going to reopen, would you rather send your child to school or for virtual learning? Yeah, knowing what we know, and that a lot of the virtual learning is not as effective as being there, because there are ways you can gimmick the virtual learning and get past it or whatever. Have your mom do it, something like that, and yeah, and some of these things are just I don't know. It's hard to check that you're being as rigorous as you think you're being with some of these online things. Um, but that's a challenge. It's not an insurmountable challenge. It's just a thing that, yeah, some people have thought about and some other people have not thought about as much, I think. Yeah, and so anyway, the result of the survey is that 93%, wow, stated that they would like to send their students back to classrooms in the fall. Yep, that was quite the twist. Yeah, I did not imagine that. But most of us wanted to see some safety precautions in place. So, averaging a school averaging 500 students per building plus faculty, what precautions would need to be in place? Yeah, this is the wrong question to ask me. I don't think there is a set of precautions that could realistically be taken that would make this environment safe. That would look like a hazmat suit and a considerable amount of hazmat training for each of these elementary school students. Yeah, which, yeah, yeah, you could do it, but I don't think you would even get the results you're going for if you did that. And yeah, buying powered air purifying respirators for every teacher and student in that place is just way beyond what people want. At the same time, I understand why people want to get their kids back to school. The feeling that they're not really learning anything, that we're just on pause, that they're yeah just not progressing, and the fact that maybe you have to go to work, and that it's just this was the routine, and it would be nice to get back to the routine. Yeah. So I get that, but no, there isn't a safe way to do that right now that would be at all feasible, or even like, yeah, you couldn't, I don't think legally put a kid in a hazmat suit and expect them to have fully understood the precautions and keep it on and wear it properly, because they're minors, and in this case I'm imagining some of these are like elementary school, kindergarten age minors. And yeah, that's I think, like I said in one of the other videos, that's like asking a cancer doctor, what's the safest way to smoke? Yeah, just that's the wrong question. That's because there isn't a safe way. Yeah, and there probably isn't a safe way right now to open up schools. At the same time, I know Texas is going ahead with all of its summer camps, and yeah, but banning whitewater rafting and tubing. Yeah, and limiting rodeos. Yeah, rodeo attendance anyway. Which all of which is just a little weird for me. It's just I don't know how the virus is supposed to know where it is or what it's doing, and it's the same thing in school. The virus is going to spread. If we have lots of students in school, at least we know where the virus is going to spread, where there are going to be some outbreaks. But if that was my kids there, I would not feel good about that at all. Yeah. Yeah, so there we are. I don't know. Something could change before end of August or whenever the kids go back, but it's not really looking like that at the moment. Things are moving this way, and they need to go like this way and then that way. And there's not time for that to happen between now and then, barring like a nationwide lockdown that nobody seems to have any appetite for, and that would probably be very, very bad for the country, like economically. I can only imagine. I don't know anything about economics, but this is what the talking heads tell me. Anyway, thanks very much for your question. And yeah, yeah. Yeah, normally I'd say stay in school, kids, but this time, oh, yeah. Stay at home and do that stupid distance learning stuff. And I guess our job as parents becomes finding a way to make that distance learning stuff impactful, because there's nothing magic about sitting in a room with a person who knows some stuff but not everything, which is like coming to one of my classes. I know some stuff, but yeah, not the rest of it. No. And maybe that's where parents come in. Just yeah, you're the teacher now, and you get the kids to knuckle down. It just so happens that their assignment is on the computer, but yeah, yeah, got to do that. And for people that don't have computers, oh my gosh, yeah, that's yeah. I hopefully we'll have a computer, some kind of laptop in every child's hand by the end of this. But until then, I know there are people who are faring better and people that just do not have the opportunity to fare well during this. So there we go. Yeah, thanks very much for a thought provoking question. This is Ask Dr. Ben.